Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Chuke, is that you? No! F***ing Chuke!
Greetings and salutations all, Nanu, whatever. Chuke here. I bet you didn't expect me to go in this direction on this night vision video, but I got a lot to explain. Anyways, I'm slowly getting into night vision. This weapon is clear, nothing in the rifle. The magazine is empty, so this is a safe weapon. But I just got into night vision, and I will be doing some more videos, but I've got a lot more stuff to collect. First and foremost, I got a mil-spec PVS-14. It's the night vision unit. I didn't realize I needed all the stuff, though. I didn't realize I needed a J-arm, a mount. Luckily, I got into the helmet at a pretty good price point with the hard-headed veteran's helmet. I'll throw that up there. But then, of course, I got my AR-15 with the Colt upper. It's just a solid AR. I already have a Surefire light that has IR on it. I've got a laser pointer, infrared laser pointer in the mail that'll be here any day. And then all I need is a Unity mount I'm going to get from my buddy and the EOTech with the night vision capable. And then I'll be set. But I did not realize all the stuff you had to get into it. And what a blast it's been just messing around with this thing. I got, don't start off with a Gen 2. Start off with Gen 3. Gen 2 isn't even worth it in my mind. You'll just end up selling it and try to get a Gen 3. But I got the white phosphorus version versus the, kind of classic green night vision screens that you'll see a lot of times. So I'm still learning a lot about it. I'm going to take some classes, train with some friends. But a lot of people use these in Alaska because we have so much darkness, and wintertime is the time to just go out with friends and train and mess around with night vision. Now this thing, I got the Wilcox mount, which was also expensive. Those things will run you $600, but these things are so intuitive. I had to do very little adjustment. As you can see, I haven't used it that much, but I had to do very little adjusting, and it already kind of locks in right where I need it. You can wear, your eyes will wear, so you put it on the other side. But anyways, this thing is just a blast. I had to have some counterweights on the back of my helmet here. There's still some spotting things I need to get. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing some training. I'll test weapons with this. I'm going to be doing some Alaska night vision stuff on the channel, which is just a blast. But I wanted to talk about something that I had forgotten about. Chuke, why are you bringing up aliens again? You've already given us Bigfoot and done these crazy Bigfoot videos, and why are you talking about aliens? Okay, well, here's the thing. In 2002, I read Colonel Philip J. Corso's book, The Day After Roswell, and it was on the front shelf. There's a big section of it in Barnes & Noble's here in Anchorage, Alaska. He published that in 1997, and it was still, a bestseller. So who is Lieutenant Colonel Corso? He had 21 years in the Army. Surprisingly enough, he's in the Army, not the Air Force, or he was. He died, and his death, to me, seems kind of fishy because he put out a lot of stuff. Some of it's corroborated by the Freedom of Information Act. But if you look at the guy's portfolio, it's pretty amazing. He was part of the Eisenhower's Security Administration. I mean, this was a top Washington, D.C. guy. So, and then on top of that, he was also on a committee that was about foreign technology and security. So it's just really weird what he was involved with. Everybody knows about Roswell. I spent 5 years in New Mexico. I've seen a lot of strange things in the skies. I talked to a lot of people. I am a believer. There are some, it could be disinformation. I'm not going to rule that out. So I don't know for sure. But I like to believe because it's fun. But anyways, I lived in New Mexico. I talked to a lot of people. In 1947, supposedly outside this ranch, a UFO crashed. And the weird thing is the government put out the newspaper article. Yes, we found these little bodies of basically little green men. They were gray men. They were classic grays. the little gray aliens with the giant heads and the black eyes. And that's going to be important because we'll talk about that later. But anyways, it was these gray aliens that crashed, and then the next day they had it blew up all over the world, the story. And the next day the Air Force backtracked and was like, oh, no. They didn't even explain why that was put out. They just said, no, it was a weather balloon. And they showed pieces of a weather balloon, which was not the truth. It is very possible that it was like a Cold War experiment where they had people that were special people and chimpanzees and stuff. I don't want to say the R word, but intellectually disabled people that they were experimenting on at high altitude because of the Cold War. That is actually a real possibility that was not aliens in that. But I also think it's very strange all the reports we're getting that it was aliens. Now, what does this have to do with night vision? If you look at Lieutenant Colonel Corso's book, if you look at his book, he talked about how the technology just shot up after 1947. And well, you could say, Chuke, that's because of World War II. German scientists came over here, and technology increases at wartime. We all know that, so we expect some of that. And I believe that with rockets and certain things the Germans were working on, sure, the technology increased because we did bring a crap ton of their scientists over here after the war, but they made a lot of good points about the technology that was reversed from these aliens. Now, these aliens, these gray aliens, are not typically nice creatures. They're pretty mean. They don't have a lot of organs. Their bodies, they don't have sexual organs. Their bodies are basically meat puppets for some, ethereal, high advanced civilization to control, almost like an organic robot. So it was really strange when they did the autopsies and everything, but they reversed the craft. One of the aliens might have been alive. Their Project Serpo, those threads were really interesting. I'll do a video about that. But anyways, they got several big things from this UFO crash. One of them was microchips. After 1947, in the next decade or two, microchips shot up. Computers advanced, obviously. Another one was lasers, and that's also connected to night vision because you got the infrared lasers. And fiber optic cables came after that and changed everything with the speed of transmission, computers, communication. But one of the things that was really interesting that Lieutenant Colonel Corso talked about is night vision. He said that we got the night vision technology from the gray aliens because they had lenses. Their black eyes, the blackness was a infrared lens. And so they removed the lens from the gray aliens' eyes, and they looked at it and they realized it was infrared night vision technology that, you had to have a little bit of light or something that transmits infrared light, like something that's, on my AR here. And they reversed engineered that alien technology into today's night vision. And if you look at Gen 1, they started to figure it out, 60s, 70s, 80s, until we got what we have now, which is just incredible. It's just full on. I mean, this thing is clear when you get it dialed in. It's incredible. And let me just say that we live in one of the few countries that allows us to have this technology as a civilian. And so fight for your rights. That's just incredible. And that's one of the reasons why I'm getting into the whole training with night vision too, is because I can. A lot of countries, most countries in fact, they will not let you have these kind of weapons and this kind of technology to see in the dark, which is really fun. It doesn't have a whole lot of civilian applications unless you're working in a team, but especially here in Alaska when it's dark, it can come in very handy. So it's mainly just super fun and to dink around with, but if you're training with a team and you actually take classes and take training, can be cool. But anyways, check out Corso's book, Colonel Corso's book. Tell me what you think. I think it's really interesting. Some of it's corroborated by the Freedom of Information Act. This guy spent 21 years in the Army, made it to lieutenant colonel, and he said some amazing things. And he was in these top cabinets all about foreign technology, Eisenhower's security cabinet. I mean, it was just really weird. Why would a guy with just top level security clearance come out and say stuff like this, and then later die of a supposed heart attack or whatever he died of, in the early 2000s or whatever. But I have just been fascinated with the book. Colonel Corso is one of my heroes, and when I pick up the night vision, when I got it, I remembered his book, and I just thought it was so cool, playing around with reversed alien technology from the Roswell crash. Now, that's one side of the story, and I know I sound super crazy. It's super interesting if you actually research. Do the research, and then tell me what you think. I will say that Nick Redfern from Mysterious Universe has an alternate theory that does make a lot of sense, that does not involve aliens, but Cold War disinformation, by the CIA scattered around from what the crash was really just some testing and nothing was alien about it. That is a very big possibility. I'm not going to discount that, and that's probably what happened. But it's not as fun to think about the alien stuff. And with the Tic Tac videos that they've uncovered, there is a lot of stuff we don't know. There is some stuff out there, and some of this could be a very big possibility, so I'm not ruling it out. Do the research yourself. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be doing some nighttime training and just messing around with this night vision setup, and it's not cheap, guys. Help me out on Patreon if you can. This thing was like $3,000 just for the mount. Then I had to pay for every little other thing. But or check out one of my t-shirts or sweatshirts. Then underneath this video, you could see it on Teespring. But I'm going to continue giving you guys the truth, and hopefully nothing bad happens to me. But this is just huge, I think, and I can't believe more people aren't talking about it, especially when this colonel put out this information. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll keep making videos. Thanks, guys. Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get tried there, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.